All right. Welcome back. It is, what is it? Tuesday, the 5th. We're back. Shout out to everybody in the room. Actually, yes, I dealt with the Mother Jones article. I believe you're talking about Garble, the article that they published a few days ago titled Dog Culture Must End. If y'all haven't seen that article, be sure to check that out. Yeah, I talked about that with the members. I talked about that in the members section. They're on to us. Y'all notice with that article how comfortable they are pushing our narrative. Y'all notice that about that article? They're real comfortable. Just like the Slate magazine. Understand, Mother Jones is connected to Slate. If you watch, they follow each other on social media, and some of them have the same writers. Some of the people who write for Slate will also write for Mother Jones. And they subscribe, obviously, to contrary viewpoints, which is something that Slate also specializes in. But they're very comfortable, especially the writer of that article. And did y'all notice how the author of that article, that's their last article? That was their last article for Mother Jones. Did y'all notice that? That author, the author of that article, that was their last article that they wrote for Mother Jones. And now they're off to UCLA or something. They're about to be a writer for some other huge publication. Y'all notice how these writers of massive publications are writing anti-dog articles. Mother Jones is huge. Mother Jones is huge as a publication. So that is telling. It's not the number of publications that are putting out anti-dog articles. It's who's putting them out. Okay, they're not going to put anything out that's really going to discredit them or make them look stupid. They gravitate towards arguments that they know are as invincible as they could possibly be. And this is. But yeah, I went over that with the members. Remember that you can become a member of this channel. But I want to deal with this, what's going on in the UK right now. And they've been talking about the XL bully. They've been dealing with the XL bully for a few weeks now. I'll say for a few weeks. They've really focused in on, should they be banned? Should they be included to the banned list? And then there's a bunch of nonsense going on. And this is why I do this channel. This is why I run this channel. What I do is anything but repetitive. It might seem or look like it on the surface. It's anything but redundant. I am keeping up with these people and what they're doing. Because you see, this surfaced just a few days ago. September 3rd, 2023. It's a couple days ago this surfaced on Sky News. Huge publication. And you see Yahoo mirrored it. See Sky News right here on the Yahoo version of the same story or same article. You got these other huge publications like Sky News putting out this pro-dog propaganda, this nonsense. It's a huge step forward to have huge publications, media outlets with huge platforms push our narrative. Okay, that piece in Mother Jones and Slate are crucial. That's an accomplishment. You could definitely look at that as an accomplishment. That's just them having written those articles is a huge accomplishment for the overall movement in spreading awareness. Y'all believe it or not, a lot of people found my channel. A huge reason for the recent increase in subscribers recently is because of that Slate article. A lot of people found this channel because of Slate. And they actually went to the comment sections and actually said it. Yeah, Slate brought me here, Slate. So, yeah, man. And it's because they respect the talking point. It's not about... They like the fact that it's also controversial, of course. The whole thing is to trigger people and to make them want to read. But they trust it. They respect the power of the argument, the strength of the argument, the validity of the argument. If you got an argument that falls apart, ain't nobody gonna pay it no attention. You definitely not gonna have no respected media outlets pushing your talking point, your narrative. And it's pretty detailed, our narratives and talking points. And it's important because you have other large media outlets like Sky News putting dangerous, very dangerous propaganda like this out. Now, I want to respond to this video that they put out just a few days ago. Well, y'all need to stop. All you pit bull advocates, you pit bull lobbies, you know, you're just doing horribly right now. You're performing horribly. If this were a boxing match, you know, we would have you in the corner punishing you, right? Uppercuts, right hooks, jab, jab, uppercuts to the body, right? You would be stumbling, losing your balance, coordination, and all of that. You'd be on the edge of falling. You're on the edge of falling now. Because look at how long we've been dealing with the subject of whether or not these different bully breeds should be banned. Yet you still have not upgraded your rhetoric. That shows that you have failed and that you're on a losing path. Okay? This is what precedes the eradication of whatever is experiencing the problems that y'all experiencing now, where you got to regurgitate these same tired arguments.
This is Tex. He's 9.5 stone of American Bully XL.
It's a family pet that just wants to be loved and looked after properly.
Good boy. Family pet? No, it's not. It just wants to be loved. No, it doesn't. It has no understanding of love. And raised properly. Or else what? Or else it attacks people. You don't have to worry about raising any other pet properly so that it doesn't attack people. So anything that you have to, quote, raise properly so that it won't attack people, it shouldn't be a pet to begin with. That's the very reason why it shouldn't be a pet. It got to be brought up a certain way so that it don't rip nobody's face off. Okay? Don't act like you don't have to deal with how ridiculous that is.
But some people believe this breed should be banned. Owner.
Okay? Understand It's not just this breed. It's not just the XL Bully. Y'all trying to make it all about the XL Bully.
David says it's not the dog that's the problem.
Yeah, it is. The dog that's the problem. As well as all the rest of the bully breeds. All the other bully breeds. Yes, they are the problem.
These dogs are a status symbol for some people, and that's unfortunate because the people that are getting into a dog or a breed for a...
Any and all dogs can be and are a status symbol for each individual. Each dog is supposed to be an expression of the individual's personality. So stop it with that. Stop it with that. And nobody feels like they're in a higher class or in an uppity class when they own a pit bull. Pit bulls are the trash breed of all dogs. And that goes for all the bully breeds because they are far more mutated. This status symbol. Nobody thinking they can't even get rid of these things. What type of status you supposed to be in if you acquire one of these? Huh? What supposed to sort of class you're supposed to be in above somebody else? Where you gonna hold your nose in the air? Get out of here. That don't even make sense.
The people that are getting into a dog or a breed for a status are the wrong caliber of people.
And what? You shut up. You have no right to assume that any percentage of owners of this breed got it so that for a status, to acquire status, or to have it for status symbols, for status. Shut up. That's goofy and so retarded. Don't even make sense. It's not even an argument if you want to defend how much these things attack people. It don't even make sense. Like, what are you even talking about? Status symbol. Yeah, people get it for status. Or in other words, people get it for the wrong reason because they're getting it for... They should be able to get it for status so that it represents some type of status for them and not have it rip their face off. So what are you even talking about? As if getting it as a status symbol is supposed to warrant you being attacked.
The people that are getting into a dog or a breed for a status are the wrong caliber of people. Whatever breed it is of that has this weight and this power.
And what status are they talking about getting it? Are you talking about the people who get it for protection? So that they're now in this status where they're protected? You know full well that that's the reason why people get many different types of dogs. That's a legit, and they're sold on the idea that you use them for protection. There's laws that protect dogs and their owners if they're used as protection. That's why if you go on their property, you get attacked by the dog, nothing happens to the dog or the owner. You're on their property. You can use them for protection. So what are you talking about? I bet you anything, all the rest of the pit bull advocates, when they say that, they're talking about people who get it for protection. Like, get out of here. As if to suggest, oh, they're not supposed to be used for violence. Stop it.
Whatever breed it is of that has this weight and this power, you'll have the same problem.
He said whatever type of breed has this body weight and this power, you're going to have the same type of problem. Well, why don't other breeds that are of the same size, why don't they produce the same statistics as bully breeds?
It is of that has this weight and this power of people. Whatever breed it is of that has this weight and this power, you'll have the same problem. So it's not the breed that needs to be banned.
So clearly that's what he said, and that's what he's saying. So in other words, we should be able to look at the statistics that surround other breeds that are large, like bully breeds or larger, and they should produce the same statistics. They don't. No matter how you cut it, they don't. Labs, for example, are the same size, often bigger than these bully breeds. They don't produce the same statistics. They don't send 80% of the people bitten by dogs into the emergency room, or to require 3 days, 5 days, 7 days in the hospital. Those patients were not attacked by labs. So that's just flat out wrong. That's just wrong. That's just a false statement. And this is what I'm talking about. How y'all just depend on outright lies. And you don't mind. Like, you don't care. You don't care that it's a lie and it's not true. You just keep repeating it anyways. And this comes from the top, the tippy top. Just like these articles came from the top. They found some. Notice how they found this random guy. This is just a random guy they found to be in this little mini documentary. And they're giving a voice to defenders of this breed. And the defenders of it are nutters, are fanatics. Well, why aren't you giving a voice to the people who are against these things? That's why you got to make your own YouTube channel. You don't hear from them. Their thing is, hey, talk about it yourself. That's what Sky News is saying. That's what Yahoo is saying. You want to give the other side of the story, or you want to give the truth? Talk about it yourself. Make your own YouTube channel. Well, that's what we're doing. And we're challenging what you're saying, and you're not saying nothing. You're scared, sitting back, trembling like a dog.
Breed that needs to be banned.
The UK Bully Kennel Club
Then they
is
show this. Then they show this filth. Let me not show this, because that is child endangerment. That is child endangerment. You don't ever let no child hold no bully. And this is an XL bully. XL meaning extra large. That's what the name is for. It's a giant pit bull. And you got some, look like a 5-year-old girl holding a leash. Are you out of your mind?
Not the breed that needs to be banned.
The UK Bully Kennel Club is amongst the groups trying to encourage more responsible ownership.
And what a image to show people why you mention responsible ownership. Responsible ownership involves not leaving 5-year-olds in possession of an XL bully, you dummy. Wow.
Promoting obedience certification through their regular events.
Don't talk to me about obedience. Yeah, there are moments when this thing is not attacking people. The people it's not attacking is usually the people that's constantly stuffing his face with food. That don't mean nothing. We'll get into that some more later.
Is a breed that's massively grown in popularity in the UK since 2018, but sadly involved in more attacks. In 2021, there were 4 fatal dog attacks in the UK, 2 involving an XL bully. In 2022.
Okay, so that's 50%. You're talking about just XL bullies. That's just one type of bully breed. The statistics these things produce is very disproportionate. Like, what are we even talking about?
There were 10 fatal attacks. It's believed 6 of them involved the breed.
That's 60%. That's over half. Okay, so what are we talking about? What's the debate about? Okay, that's all we needed to know. I don't need to hear this guy tell me about how they're good family dogs that want love. I want to hear all that nonsense.
XL bullies were also involved in at least 2 of the 5 deaths recorded so far this year. Amongst those that died was 17-month-old Bella Ray Birch from Merseyside, 10-year-old Jack Liss from Caerphilly in Wales. And in January this year, dog walker Natasha Johnson was attacked and killed in this park in Caterham in Surrey. Bully XLs are not on the dangerous dogs list.
Sorry. I've been wondering how you pronounce that. She said sorry. Okay.
Natasha Johnson was attacked and killed in this park in Caterham in Surrey. Bully XLs are not on the dangerous dogs list, which would make them illegal to own.
What? Isn't that dumb? Why aren't they on the ban list? What genius decided that these shouldn't be banned? If you have a banned list, how could these not have made it? That's the question. Everybody knows that they should have been just playing these dumb games, just creating loopholes. This is the price you pay when you create loopholes for fans of bully breeds.
But some politicians who believe Bully XLs are inherently and genetically dangerous have called for them to be added to the group that already includes...
They are genetically dangerous. There's an increased aggression when they attack. There is more aggression. It's a more aggressive attack. That's why their attacks, on average, cause far more damage. What is there about that don't you understand? You wonder why people question your IQ. You think we just being mean or stop it. Tired of people acting crazy, acting just afraid to own up to your screw ups.
Pit Bull Terriers, Japanese Tosas, Dogo Argentinos, and Fila Brasileiros.
It wouldn't instantly fix the problem because all these dogs would still be there. They would still...
Yeah, other bully breeds would still be there. Y'all notice them other breeds they just mentioned? They're bully breeds. That's what we've been telling you.
Added to the group that already includes Pit Bull Terriers, Japanese Tosas, Dogo Argentinos, and Fila Brasileiros.
All bully breeds. That's what we've been saying. You need to ban get rid of all of them. They're all fighting breeds. They all have that fighting gene. They all need to go. Add to that cane corsos and all the other bully breeds. Ain't nobody stupid. And nobody's being particular about an XL bully. We are talking about all the bully breeds, man. Only the dog lovers and defenders and pit defenders and advocates are going on and on about the different breeds of bully breeds. No, get rid of all of them. All of them, all of them.
It wouldn't instantly fix the problem because all these dogs
Shut
would
up.
still be there. They would still be living
Shut
in
up,
people's
man.
homes. People would be breeding them.
He just can't wrap his head around the idea that we're talking about all these filthy, dangerous bully breeds. Well, you can't be talking about all of them. Are you that connected to dogs? Are you spiritually connected to them as well? It's like, man, are you a dog yourself? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all feel that attached to them, huh? Oh, you can't be talking about all. We talking about all bully breeds.
Would still exist, and even if we could deal...
What kind of sense would it make to ban XL bullies, but people can have cane corsos? They're out here saying cane corsos got a stronger bite than lions. What are y'all talking about? Get out of here. All these bully breeds need to be banned. If we're talking about bans, I am pushing for all the bully breeds to be banned. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing else. And anything else is a loophole. And it's there for loophole. Anytime you just putting a small number of bully breeds on the ban list, you're creating a loophole. That's how it's going to be handled and treated. And they're going to get those bully breeds that you say are legal. And many of them are going to be those dogs that are on the ban list. And they're just going to name them one of the bully breeds that are not banned. Y'all know it.
with the XL bullies, people would perhaps then move on to other dogs.
Animal welfare.
No, people not going to move on to other dogs because just like I said, they can't move on to labs because labs don't display the same level of aggression. Their attacks are generally not as destructive. They're not bully breeds. They don't have the same chemical response, muscularity. They don't have the same instinct to carry out a sustained attack that just doesn't stop and doesn't cease for anything. Nothing, no other breed attacks like these bully breeds. And understand that includes Rottweilers. Makes no sense to ban XL bullies, but people can have Rottweilers. Stop it, man. Y'all acting like you don't have a brain. Nobody should have to explain all of this to you. That's what really infuriates me. I'm sitting here really wasting my breath. Could be talking about something far more important.
Charity, the RSPCA, told us breed is not a reliable predictor of aggressive behaviour in.
Yes, it is. Breed is a reliable predictor of aggressive behavior. If you tell me that you were attacked by a dog and I ask what breed was the dog and you say a poodle, I'm going to assume that you don't have holes missing in your body. You don't have chunks, and I'm going to assume that you don't have an arm missing, and I'm going to be right every time. Don't tell me breed is not a predictor of aggression. The more aggressive the attack, the more damage the attack inflicts, right? Is that true or not? The more aggression you're subjected to, the more damage you're going to sustain, right? Isn't aggression measured by the damage you sustain? What expert has ever denied that bully breeds on average inflict far more damage than other breeds? None. Not even the pit bull apologists have denied that. What are you talking about? See, you can get the majority of the population with this propaganda. You're never going to get everybody with this.
Dogs, any dog has the potential to bite. As we look to reduce dangerous dog incidents, we need solutions that promote responsible pet ownership. Tough sanctions for those who will.
There's no such thing as responsible ownership of a fighting breed, of a bully breed. No such thing. It's irresponsible to own them.
Willfully use dogs to frighten and intimidate people and other animals will also be key.
No. Even if you don't intend to frighten or intimidate people, the dog can attack. And they do attack, despite the fact that their owners did not intend to frighten or... That's irrelevant. Is it just me? That's a non sequitur. Like what? Stop it with that. And it feels like you're playing dumb. You know full well that that's ridiculous. What is this? This is what I'm saying. Feels like we're truly wasting our time.
People and other animals will also be key. A government review this autumn will look at whether this breed should be banned.
They think that continuously showing this thing with kids is a way to show how or demonstrate how harmless they are. Okay? And this one dog in this few seconds that we see it in this video is supposed to represent the entirety of the life of all bully breeds. These videos, these little snippets, does not give us even remotely close to an accurate idea of how safe they are, especially in contrast to other breeds. You can't rely on no few second video clip. Stop with that. But yet, that's what y'all want people to focus on, isn't it? Because you understand the con involved in that.
Would be key. A government review this autumn will look at whether this breed should be banned. For owners who love these dogs as family pets,
Doesn't matter if they ban it or not. If they do ban it, then they just added one additional bully breed to the ban list, and they still allow people to own several other types of bully breeds. Okay? And if they don't ban it, it still won't make no difference. And yeah, they probably will move to a different type of bully breed if you ban these. You get rid of bully breeds, let's see them move on to labs. Let's see them. Really, let's even see other large dogs like German Shepherds and Doberman Pinschers. And if they produce statistics similar to bully breeds, then they're the next that needs to be banned. We can do this slowly if we have to. You want to play that game. If you want to each dog breed to prove that it needs to be banned, you're going to get the same results. You're going to find that all of them need to be banned. Because no amount of sacrifice is acceptable. Even if you cut it in half. Right now we're dealing with some 25 child deaths, fatalities per year on average. 25. Even if you cut that in half, that's what? Unacceptable. Because you're only dealing with fatalities in that case. When you're talking about mutilations, you are talking some 30,000 people per year. Half of that is what? Some 10, 15,000 per year. That is kids. So what are you saying? 8,000 kids getting mutilated and disfigured is acceptable? No. You're playing just a dumb game. You're just requesting to behave in a less savage manner. But in general, you just want to continue with the savage. No, you ban all of these things. All or nothing. Nobody playing this dumb, ignorant game. Now, what upset me. Now, understand too, this guy is a bona fide dog lover. This is him on YouTube on some interview.
New is good.
Definitely.
So let's get now. Where did that come from, that passion and enthusiasm just for animals in general, and how did it develop over time?
Animals was always there. Like, ever since I can remember, before I could talk, I would pull towards animals. And really young, we found out that I was actually allergic to fur. So my face would...
So there you go. You've always been an animal lover. You've been an enthusiast. You've been crazy. You've had an obsession with these things. Fine. That's why we need to hear from somebody other than you. If we're going to hear from you, a person defending the legality of these things, especially with a track record that they have. So listening to anybody is a big deal. Anybody who's given a big platform to speak on this subject, it's a big deal. It matters whether or not you're a fanatic of these things or not. It matters. Because if you are, you're going to be biased towards them. And if we're going to listen to you, then we need to listen to somebody who's against them. I'm against them. You're not going to let me say what I'm saying on your platform. So now I'm saying it from my platform. Okay? These arguments that y'all put up in defense of bully breeds are pathetic. Okay? I'm kind of surprised that y'all still saying the same things that you said for so long. There was actually a few other things that this guy said. He said that the laws need to be strengthened around the ownership of XL bullies. Now, even though I think it's a waste of time to just ban certain bully breeds, for him to come out and say that laws need to be strengthened, that tells you a lot right there. Why do you even need laws for a so-called pet? And if the thing needs proper training, this special type of training, in order for it not to attack people, then that means without the training, the dog in its natural state wants to attack people. Okay, that means that you're telling me that its eagerness to attack people is natural. That's actually what comes natural to it, right? Isn't that what you're telling all of us? Y'all go on and on about it needs to proper love. When they talk about the proper love and attention and stuff like that, they're talking about training. They're talking about how you bring it up. Walk it certain amount of time each day, certain time per day. Feed it certain amount and feeding it in a certain way. Don't stare at it. Yeah, look at the wall, look at the sky. Tiptoe, don't move too fast and all this nonsense. Which basically causes the dog to look at you as weak. If you never use aggression, that dog is going to eventually look at you as weak. And it's going to challenge your authority. That's why many of these, the owners of these mutants, end up getting attacked. Because dogs understand aggression. They understand violence. By nature, if you leave them alone, they will naturally form packs. They'll form packs. The pack system is based on aggression. It's established through aggression and nothing else. It's all about who can bully who for food. That's it. Who can bully who, period. And there you have your ranking system. They understand aggression, nothing else. They don't understand love. What you view as kindness and courtesy, they view as weakness and submission. You give them food, they view it as you forking it over. Yeah, give me that. I'm the alpha. Yeah, I'll take that. Give me that. That's why a lot of these idiots end up getting attacked. It'll deal with you for a while, because you're doing something that's very unnatural. It's unnatural for seemingly intelligent creatures to just be forking over food for no apparent reason. And then to welcome them around your young, that's very unusual for any animal. And that's why no animal period does that. That's unnatural just for anything that's living and breathing and seeing and hearing. And it's a challenge for such a large population of people to just function like normal organisms. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing to me. That's hard for you to do. That's a challenge for y'all to do. To just be dog-free. 100%. There's no excuse for that. Some of y'all have heard this story surface recently about 22 pregnant sheep being killed. Don't y'all think that's pretty ridiculous? You know how long it takes to kill one sheep? Now, 2 dogs carried this out. That's a lot even for 2 dogs. Again, do you know how long it takes to kill one? And then you got 1, 2. And you're expending all this energy just for the pleasure of killing. Do y'all understand how unnatural that is? And that's what these things have an instinct for. There's no way you can tell me that these things are acceptable as family pets or anything that should be in our neighborhoods, period. Simply with the right training and up. Get out of here. Anything with instincts like that has no place in society. Especially you telling me that at any time it can revert back to its instincts despite your training. And that's an actual fact. No matter how much training these things receive, at any moment they can revert back to their natural instincts. All it takes is for them to be in the right situation. Several trainers and behaviorists have said this. So what are we talking about? And why is it legal to adopt out stray dogs? Based on the testimony of your own experts, dog behaviorists, trainers, veterinarians, they've all universally said that a dog that's been abused at any point in its life could at any point in the future attack. It doesn't even need to be provoked. Which means it should be illegal, for safety reasons, illegal to adopt out stray dogs that you just found on the side of the street somewhere. Why is it that y'all have absolutely no regulation? Matter of fact, those types of dogs get more promotion than any other type of dog. The bully breeds that you find on the street somewhere, which technically is the most dangerous types of dogs in the world, is bully breeds. That is basically all the dodo promotes. If it's a bully breed, you better believe they're promoting a bully breed that was found somewhere. And they're not viewed as bad guys. They're not given strikes. Their videos not taken down. They don't even get lectures from any type of organization like, hey, this advice you're putting out here is very dangerous. You got big organizations like the Kennel Club, the RSPCA, the Best Friends and nonsense, putting all this nonsense out here. Very dangerous information and suggestions they're giving to the public. And teaching them through imagery. The images they're putting out here, the photos they're putting out here is all dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. And for somehow, they're the good guys. They don't have to deal with any pushback, no ridicule, no criticism. If the anti-dog crowd says nothing, they don't deal with any pushback at all. So, hey, I'm a proud member of the anti-dog sector. And this is my contribution. This is my pushback. This is ridiculous. Of course, these things need to be banned. I mean, honestly, the statistics that they produce, even for the UK, is pretty ridiculous. That the XL bully specifically It's extremely lopsided. I don't understand how any of these bully breeds over there are still legal, or here in the United States. The uptick, especially the fact that they've attacked more people right now than they've ever have in the past. Why are these things still legal? Don't this dumb argument that it has nothing to do with breed, we know better. And it makes no sense because the same experts tell us that breed plays a role in predicting behavior. And we all know that. It's like, what on earth are you talking about? And of course, it plays a role in temperament. And with bully breeds, it plays such a role, they're even given additional muscles. They're given visual signs that they have been bred for aggression and that they're more effective at causing damage and actually carrying it out in reality. They're showing you in numbers as well. Yeah, you see these big muscles? You see this short neck, big muscles, this huge mouth? Now watch the statistics I produce. And you still talking about the breed has nothing to do with it? Nobody's having, I'm not about to have no discussion. If I have a debate with any of these people, like I said, they have to have big time, major, provable credentials. You're going to have to put your reputation on the line for me to go over this nonsense with any of you, because all of you know is nonsense. You know this whole dog culture is nonsense, but you especially need to walk on eggshells if you're trying to say that this pit nutter culture is acceptable. No, you know full well this is nonsense. And that's exactly why they're banned in several parts of the world right now as I speak. Nobody wants to ban a pet or anything that's referred to as a pet. Anything universally referred to as a pet. No governing body wants to ban any of them. That's something that people in general don't want to do. As crazy as people are right now, I trust them enough. I trust them that much to at least know that much. Where the existence of bans all around the world today is more proof than I need that these things should be banned everywhere. If as many different places ban them as they currently are, have banned them, then they should be banned everywhere. I'm sure those places have a very valid reason for banning, and they do. And it really proves that the places where they're legal, you're going to have more attacks, more gruesome attacks, and you're going to have more calls for ban. And there's really no place that has bans where they ban all bully breeds. They're playing games everywhere. Anywhere you're talking about bans, they're playing some stupid game and created a stupid loophole for these pit nutters. And they all know it. So I'm not impressed with your recent attempt to defend bully breeds, to defend dogs in general, to defend the XL bully. Nobody's impressed with this. It's just regurgitate the same nonsense. Much of it is lies, outright lies, and stuff that just don't make no sense. I mean, y'all's argument is so ridiculous that people don't even want to keep going over it. That's how bad it is at this point. Like, we've been able to summarize our rebuttals to the deepest arguments that these people have. Look at this. It's not fair that the dogs are labeled as something because of the people that own them. This is what I'm talking about. There's no way for him to prove that the owners and what the owners did raising that dog had anything to do with the attack. All that we know is that people acquire bully breeds just like they acquire other breeds, and the bully breeds end up attacking far more people and leaving far more people with far more damage. No assuming that any of the owners had a certain type of personality. That's the what ifs. And they expect that to be taken as, they actually do that, and then they expect it to be taken as fact. It's like dealing with a kid. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, man. Grown people behaving like children. That I cannot help but to look at this dog culture that way. Because that's how you're behaving. Look at this. The dogs have done nothing wrong. Yes, they have. And why would you, this is what I'm talking about. Why would you even say something like that? We all know that, yeah, not all of them have attacked someone yet. It doesn't mean that the ones that haven't attacked someone yet won't in the future. In fact, we know for a fact that several of them that have not attacked yet will attack in the future. So what do you mean the dogs have done nothing? Yes, they have. Many of them have launched attacks and killed. And they kill. They do it every day, every year. What are you talking about? The same old goofy, just nonsensical statements from these pit nutters. A lot of the time, he says, the dogs in these cases have actually had a bad life being brought up. Well, that's all the more reason why there should be few of them. Fewer of them, far fewer of them than there currently are. It should be illegal to adopt out stray dogs. This will eliminate a huge percentage of these mutants. It should be illegal because you don't know that dog's history. So whether or not it had a bad life brought up, that's not our problem. That's not my problem. I shouldn't have to pay for that. I shouldn't have to deal with that dog living next door to me and possibly attacking me when I go out to get the mail. The only thing that matters is that we don't know its past. That way, that means it should be euthanized. Rather than adopting out all of these bully breeds and other dogs, large dogs, you need to be euthanizing them because you don't know their history and you don't want to get anybody hurt. Okay, don't try to hide behind that because it'll be my pleasure. Okay, if you want to go that route, you want to say that, then good. We need to stop adopting those particular types of dogs out. It need to be illegal to adopt them out. That'll get rid of a huge chunk of these worthless mutants. Oh boy. What else this guy? And again, this is just some random guy off the internet that they pulled out to give him a voice, give him a platform, and use him to be the face of the defender of bully breeds. He said this breed isn't the style of breed that you should get if you're a first-time owner. Why is that? If it's safe, anybody should be able to get it, just like with any other pet. Y'all talk in all these code languages. You make these coded phrases because they're dangerous. That alone reveals that they're dangerous. You need this special language and special circumstances and these exceptions. You have to make all these exceptions, special conditions just for dogs. Yeah, because they're dangerous. You should not own one of these if you're a first-time owner. So you need to get better practice with a killer. Right? A brainless, deformed, deranged acting killer. Yeah, I get it. He says they're a big dog, they're a big strong breed. Every dog has the capability of aggression. They're an animal. We have the capacity of aggression. We're not dogs, and we cannot inflict the damage that these things can inflict. So get out of here with that. Okay? Stop with that. More nonsense. Look at this. Look at what else he said. He said, and if not trained properly and not brought up right, then the dogs can be aggressive, which doesn't mean that the breed is aggressive. First of all, you shouldn't have to bring them up right. A person should be able to simply feed them, take them on the walk once a day, and that's it. That should be all they need to do. Don't talk to me about all these other special circumstances that really you need to do to distract the dogs from wanting to attack you. All the other training you talk about, all you're talking about is trying to distract the dog from attacking people by using food. That's the training you're talking about, and I don't want to hear it. If not trained properly and brought up right. You don't have to properly train or train, period, other so-called pets. You're talking about all these exceptions because they're naturally violent and aggressive. And this is especially the case with fighting breeds. Dude, these were bred to fight, to attack unprovoked, to attack without showing warning signs. They don't have to have anything be done to them. They don't have to be provoked. And when they attack, they feel good. That's so they don't stop. So they inflict far more damage. They have a more aggressive attack. Bite, hold, shake, don't let go. Bite in different areas. They bite in different areas, they'll quickly raise up and bite back down. That's why they bite in different areas. But they're destroying each section of your flesh when they do that. And they literally grind the meat right off your bone. That's because of the added aggression. Okay, aggression is demonstrated. So what are you saying? They come with increased aggression. Not trained properly. The laws around dog legislation need to be supervised. What does that mean? Laws are legislation. What are you talking about? The laws around dog laws need to be supervised. Supervised? How? We're going to install a camera into everybody's home and monitor their dog for them? If they do something wrong, then what we gonna do? Send the police in there? What are you talking about? See, these nutters, they start talking crazy. They get spaced out and they get unrealistic real fast. See, banning these things, that's realistic. That's real. It's realizable. It's something that's possible. It could happen. Many of the things they say, it's just not even possible. And they're just spaced out babbling. Whatever you do with this breed, whether it's ban or not ban it, the problem is not going to go away. Don't tell me if all bully breeds were banned that the problem would not change, that we wouldn't see a huge change in statistics. Oh yes, we would. So again, I'm not trying to hear that nonsense, dude. You're not an expert, so I don't have to respect this nonsense you talked about. It don't even make sense. And the fact you're not an expert, even more reason I am. Get out of here. If you ban this breed, it will transfer onto another breed. We've seen it with so many breeds. No, we haven't. The only breed that's been fighting breed has been bully breeds. What are you talking about? They've used various types of bully breeds. But what are you talking about? You've never seen them move on to Doberman pinchers. Use their no fighting pit or no fighting ring. And why do they use bully breeds? They use bully breeds because you really don't have to train them. They want to attack. They want to fight. That's what they were bred for. They're bred to just be brought and put into the presence of another animal and released, so that it'll attack instantly on sight. You gotta force these things to do nothing they don't want to do. They perform like fighting breeds, and they want to do it. They feel they can't stop doing it once they start. That's why they're chosen for fighting. So what are you talking about? That's why I can't with these people no more. I just can't with them no more. And what else do you expect? They pull this guy from out of nowhere, and all they do is put their words in his mouth. Give him a script, a few things to say, and he says it. Is that all y'all had to say? Look at this. 4 breeds are banned under the Dangerous Dogs Act. The Pit Bull Terrier, Japanese Soa, I forgot how to pronounce that, Dogo Argentino, and the Fila Brasileiro. And I don't know how to pronounce that either. But you got 4 types of bully breeds. And there's your problem. There's your problem. Had you banned all bully breeds, that would have already included the XL bully, and we wouldn't have this conversation right now. Okay? So y'all's arguments are tired. They're beyond tired. They make no sense. They usually are not even true. So what's next? What's next? You're just about to say the same thing all over again. You're going to put some other random person's face on it. On the same old tired rhetoric. And it's not like this is some famous guy, this David guy. He's just a regular person. He doesn't even really do anything. From what I understand, he's not even a YouTube personality. I can't even find a YouTube channel on the guy. Where's his YouTube channel? I search his name and my live stream that's still live pops up. That's one of the top results. So he ain't got no... Who is this guy? Who is he? Nobody. That's who. And that's exactly who they use to put their narratives on. Just anybody. Hell, who are you? You got a website? Oh, I found your Facebook here. Hey, I'll cut you a check. Say this. We're going to say that you say this. Say it for dogs. Man, get out of here. Shout out to everybody. Man, this was longer than I thought. It does not feel like I've been talking for an hour, over an hour, but I guess I have. Been here for over an hour. So it's a little longer than I planned, but oh well. Big shout out to everybody who's able to join me. And I hope to see you on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.